You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Hey, mini fish. It's the 2nd of September 2017. And yep, it's the Bel Air sign again. Well, I'm not getting away from this. I'm not trying to, but it's just there. And 639, through some investigation, I've come to find this combination of numbers in any order, but 3, 6, and 9 are quite important throughout all of our numerical universe. Tesla referred to them as like the answer to the universe. So, you know, I just can't leave them alone. And the only thing I did today, which I have to unload just some numbers on you, right, is I went to this actual Bel Air sign. It still exists. And it's here in Illinois, along this lonely little stretch of road that used to be part of the old Route 66. And that's the sign, right there. We could probably go down on the street if you like and see what's going on. My internet connection's like really sloppy, so these kind of things take a little time, if you know what I mean. Let's see if we can get us to turn around here. And whoa, look at that. Ain't that something? The R fell off over here. And the big movie screen is gone. And looks like they moved in some tractor dealer here or something. But anyway, that's where the sign is, right there. And if we go to a myriad of places, I mean, I could just lead you all over. But why don't we start? Remember the other day we found the CERN of the North here. Second largest hadron collider in the world outside of Chicago. Remember that? So we just drew a line, and as you noticed, I had the line was exactly on the sign. I'm not fudging anything, right? So let's go out to our little CERN facility here outside of Chicago, and notice that the line is right to the center of the ring, right where they like to do their work. And we go and look in it's 232 miles exactly. 223. And sometimes I check it in the other, you know, measurements to see what it is. Sometimes it's pretty interesting, but 232, so we got that there. That's pretty interesting. What else do we got? From the Bel Air sign, this weekend we have that Arch of Baal. Please let's not forget that that's there, and that it's going to be set up in a place that's pretty freaky, to be quite honest with you. We might spend a couple minutes on this particular one. But nonetheless, this is in Washington, D.C. That's this line right here. Let's see if we can find that. That would be right there, right? That line right there to exactly where first let's look where they're putting this ball, Arch of Baal here. See this little 8-pointed star we're coming up on here? Well, that's our entryway into this plaza, which is called Freedom Plaza. What else would it be called? And if you notice, Freedom Plaza has quite a peculiar pattern to it, with our little star here. Kind of pyramidal shapes going on. Maybe some mystical chamber design. This is what they do, folks. And that arch is going to be welcoming guests all day on the 3rd, tomorrow, Sunday, where Trump has called for a national day of prayer. Okay, he's called for it. Okay, the Pope is having one, or just is having one today or something. We got the Burning Man going on. We have all kinds of satanic rituals lining up here in this upcoming season. All right, so this is like very powerful to them. You got to remember that. And look at let's just look at something. Remember, Mr. Trump made it clear. He actually stated for the first time that I've seen that he was going to work in the White House. He was going to stay in the Oval Office and work for the weekend, right? Right over here, across the street he's gonna be. There's our White House. Wonder why it's exactly 0.33 miles to the dead center of the White House. We all know about Washington, D.C. We all know it's designed after mystical, magical, sorcery, alchemy, Egyptian, Babylonian magic. I mean, that's what it is. And numbers are one of their biggest games. Alright? So, I mean, this is just from some silly sign that I was shown out here in the middle of nowhere, Illinois. Along good old Route 66, right? Well, where else did we follow this line? Let's do this. Let's take our line south from our sign, right? That would be, let's see. Let me find it here. Let me find it. I got it. This one, right? Nope. Wrong. This one? Yeah, that one. That line from our sign goes right to our Houston city limits here. I'm just saying, I don't have a direct location to bring it to, but nonetheless, here we are in Houston. And I could swing it down here and still get the same dimension over here in Beaumont. And that dimension is 666 miles. That's what it is. Just from our silly little sign, but none of this could mean anything, right? Well, let's go out to Burning Man. Let's see what it does out to Burning Man. Right to their little circular little satanic city they've made out here in the desert. In that dimension, which I thought was just really odd, 1,551 miles. Well, immediately that brought to mind, and I think it'll probably bring to mind some others as well, is, let me find it, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. Pretty wild that would turn out to be exactly that. And it's other things too. We can use 1551. It's a mirror. It's all in front of you. The good, the bad, the black, the white. And it's laid out. Lucifer's little spiral graph. His little etch-a-sketch that he uses. And I think he's fixing to shake this one up. And I don't think that the Father is going to let him get too far, if you know what I mean. Angel flight. Anyway, I thought that was interesting enough to share with y'all. I hope you're enjoying your long weekend. Please be safe. And peace and grace to you, many fish.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God.
That's okay. I'm never coming back to this planet again.